just what exactly is going on with the DCU and what announced projects might be falling apart, because we've heard that things aren't going as smooth as we're led to believe. Well, let's talk about The Authority, which might have been cancelled and is possibly being reworked. It's kind of crazy to think about the fact that we're already coming up on 2 years since the reveal of the DCstudios DCU slate. Now, of course, in that time, we've already seen movement on multiple projects. Creature Commandos, Supergirl, Superman, and multiple other projects have had multiple updates. But one project that seems to be going silent, or has gone silent, or we've heard nothing about, is a project that was announced right there with everything else, and this, of course, is The Authority. Now, if you're not familiar with The Authority, let me quickly catch you up. The Authority is a team of DC Comics characters who were originally published by Wildstorm and first appeared in The Authority #1 in May of 1999. Now, a lot of the characters from The Authority don't actually originate from that specific comics series, as many of them date back to Warren Ellis's other creations when he was creating The Authority, called Stormwatch, which dates all the way back to 1993, and again was not a part of DC Comics up until an acquisition. There's been multiple different iterations of the team featuring various members across multiple universes, from the likes of Apollo to Doctor to The High, Grifter, Freefall, The Engineer, and countless others, some of which are already going to be appearing in the DC universe, in live action, and even animation and video games as it was announced. And the live action version is apparently going to take after Superman vs. The Authority, which was a comic that was put together by Grant Morrison and Mike Janine. In the series, we saw Superman and Manchester Black, who was previously connected to The Authority by being a member of the previous iteration, which was The Elite. They put together a new iteration of the team, and they were connected to the character of Mongul from DC Comics. The Authority is typically described as a edgy version of DC Comics' Justice League, and mostly akin to something like The Boys, which of course is a big deal when it comes to comics and live action with their TV series. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, there might be some problems with The Authority, as there's been 3 reports online recently that the project might have hit a roadblock, and we don't know exactly why, but there are reports that it's due to budgetary reasons, and that the series now might actually be reworked into an animated film, but more than likely an animated series on HBO Max, much like Creature Commandos. Now, if this is true, this would be a little disappointing, at least in my opinion, but again, DC Studios can't afford to have many misses, and who knows if The Authority would resonate with a lot of people and just what their ceiling is, especially if a budget is going to balloon. So ultimately, I think we're going to have to wait a while to figure out what's going on, and hopefully there's an announcement soon, because I would love to see these characters in live action, but I get it if they need to be cut because they can't sustain a full film that needs to make money. Animation is the way to go, especially when it comes to the amount of violence that they can show.